See Starry here, Virgo Love reading for March 2024. You guys are going to be the first of my new format. I've gotten rid of the all signs. If that's something you miss, let me know in the comments, but I doubt it. The views were dropping pretty low there, so I've changed the format. So basically, now we're going to be doing what's to come with the where you might meet someone or where you know them from. Then we'll do what you can do to change your chances to find the perfect partner, and then we'll have people who are in separation or how the ex thinks about you, how the ex feels section, and we'll have a bunch of oracle cards. Alright, so let's go. What's to come for Virgo 2024 March? How you're entering. Ooh, okay, some of you have anxiety about the arena of love. You're up at night thinking. You're feeling a little hopeless in the situation. Maybe you're not feeling like you're going to find anyone. Well, what's to come? Okay. Okay, well, we've got the Hangman in reverse, we've got the Two of Swords in reverse, and then we've got the King of Wands. Alright, so it's failure to give to oneself, a lack of sacrifice, indecision, frustration, action. So it seems like you're a little in your head, the anxiety, you're hopeless about finding someone special. There's also a sense of some bad choices or deceiving, action, disloyalty, misrepresentation. So you might be misrepresenting yourself, or a friend of yours is, not helping you by gossiping. And there's also the King of Wands, which is kind of a good card, but it's in front of this card with bad choices. It might be like a fire sign that you might move towards that could be a bad choice. Doesn't have to be. It could just be that you're King of Wands doesn't have to be a fire sign. It could just be someone who's a bit passionate. It might have a few more than one option. They're visionary, they're successful, they're swift expansion, but with these two cards ahead of itself, it could just be someone that you're kind of rushing towards. Could be a rebound for some of you, but it doesn't have to be. It could just be used the dynamic energy of a leader. So it's courage, leadership, strength. So it could be a great sign for some of you. It could be a fire sign coming to your life. It could also have a Libra or a water sign. Let's go. How you will feel about this month at the end? How will you feel? Well, you got the Page of Pentacles here, so you'll have ideas and opportunities. You'll see the opportunities. You'll feel like you've had a pretty good month actually. Gotten you out of the anxiety and the hopelessness. So it seems like it's a pretty good month ahead. It could be a fellow Earth sign also coming into the picture. We got Justice. So it could be a Libra, but it could also just be a sense of justice coming in. You're gonna overcome those negative thoughts. Now, I'm going to pull out 3 of these cards, and we'll figure out what star sign is to keep an eye out for this month for Virgo. We've got Earth. So Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo as options. Keep an eye out for them. You got Capricorn again, so it looks like it could be a Capricorn month for Virgo. One last card. And Leo. Now they could have Earth and Leo in their chart. It could be Earth, Capricorn, Leo in their chart, or it could be 3 different options here: Earth sign, Capricorn, and a Leo. Now we'll move on to what you can do to increase your chances of finding a perfect fit, a perfect partner. If you're having issues attracting the same type of person, what you can do to change that. So 3 cards indicate what you can do to change, and then 1 card for the outcome, how that would be. Alright, what can Virgo change to increase their chances? You can change the anxiety in hopelessness. It's come out again. You might need to start communicating, or just actually putting action in, putting yourself into the arenas, like go out with friends. You need movement, quick decisions. You need to make some decisions. A bit of boldness, get out there. Yeah, there's something that you could be some illusions, but it could be something subconsciously. You're your own worst enemy when it comes to finding love at the moment. There's fear. This could be a sense of deception. You might have had a bad. Your trust might be needing to be worked on in order for you to overcome something from the past. Could have been a Pisces, a fire sign, Sagittarius, or a Gemini that deceived you, and you're still trying to overcome that. Once you're healed from that, you'll probably be able to find a perfect partner. Now, what's the outcome if you implement these? Yeah, you got Sun card on the bottom, which is like it's like the happiest card. It could be a Leo as well. That's the outcome. That's on the bottom of the deck. The outcome is the Queen of Swords, so it's intelligent, quick, complexity, graceful, observant, perspective. It's also a water or an air sign. So yeah, if you can heal from previous hurts, try to gain some sort of control over your hopelessness and your anxieties towards love, and also act, get yourself out there, go to some nightclubs, whatever you're into, become a little bit more social, hang out with some friends, maybe get some advice from them. Now we're going to pick out where you might meet these people, where you might meet these options, or where you might know these options coming in this month. Yeah, it could be, it looks like a lady in like a massive spa. She's having a bit of a relaxing time, so yeah, you need to give yourself to treat yourself to something nice. Maybe you might meet someone while doing some self-care, like getting a massage, or just treating yourself. You might come across someone, or you might know someone who's actually works in that type of industry. And there's also luxury. It's got two guys here playing on their phones, drinking at home in their underwear, just chilling out in front of the TV, it seems. It could be someone that might remind you of someone that you know who's a bit of a homebody. We'll get one more card just to give you something in. Also, it could be someone you meet through activism or pride parade, or something along those lines. Could be something to do with like a protest, or someone you know who's online who does that type of stuff, and you might do well. We've also got a chef here, so it could be a chef. It could also be someone you're going out to have dinner with, or you've had dinner with recently, or like a work dinner. Anyway, that's how you might know them, or how you'll meet them this month as options. You don't have to take these options. Everyone's got free will. I'm just letting you know what the cards are saying. Now we're going to move on to the next section, which is for those of you who are in separation, or for those of you who just want to know what the ex is feeling about you. Okay, first two cards are going to be how they feel about you, and then we got their action after that, if they'll take any action towards you. Then you'll have how you'll feel about this. So this is to do with like an ex or someone you're in separation with. How they feel about you. They feel a little bit unsuccessful. There was probably some fights that they're regretting saying something here. Selfishness, this is how they feel towards you. There was some sort of conflict, aggressiveness, there was an argument, failure, a fear of failure, self-sabotage, anxiety, unsuccessful defeat, loss at the last minute, negativity, confused. They feel that you might be a little bit negative towards them, or you were just a little bit selfish. That's how they felt about the connection, or how they feel about you now. Are they going to take any action towards you this month, Virgo? Are they going to take, is your ex or the person you're thinking of right now going to take action towards you? We've got the Knight of Swords in reverse, so they're still getting over the deceits. So it could be either they did it towards you, or you did towards them. Seems like it might have had like a bit of a bad breakup, like you might have done some stuff that was a little bit vindictive. Could be on both sides, you've just been a bit mean to each other. On the bottom of the deck there is union. It's the Two of Cups. which is balance, attraction, partnership. So it does seem like you might have some progression towards fixing it if it's something you're after. How are you going to feel about this month? Yeah, we've still got the Two of Cups on the bottom, so there is a union. You probably, maybe some time apart is actually helping you guys value each other. But you're going through a bit of a self-assessment here. You got the Hermit card, wisdom sought, solitude, divine inspiration, enlightenment. So if you're not looking for a new connection and you want the ex back, seems like you're going to be doing some self-assessment, staying at home. You might want to try to move forward. If your partner, for those of you whose partner left them and you were sitting there trying to work on a relationship, just remember that if they are, look it up, I think they call it a attachment styles. If they match a avoidant, now the only way to really get an avoidant back or to increase your chances is to kind of let them feel the loss, because what they're doing at the moment is needing time to their own. And if you're like myself in most relationships, when this is happening, I'm on the anxious side trying to fix the relationship, and you're actually pushing them further and further away. They're putting up guards because they just want some time to themselves to think. Yeah, I know it's hard, but the best thing to do is just kind of let them go and let them feel that you've gone, and in that way they will actually really understand what they're getting rid of, because they're not just trying to get space from you. They actually got the space, and they're like, hey, why aren't they fighting for me? You know, like, oh shit, you know. So there's something to think about. Let's go to the hidden truth. What's a message from your ex, from the hidden truth? They wonder if you're happy without them. Love messages. We'll pick one of these cards too. Be optimistic. Keep in mind that you create your reality. You cannot attract love with negative mindset. So be optimistic. And how's this ex? What's the relationship? How's this going this month? What's the message that we can get from the island? That's mirror. Mirroring each other. Self-image. Relationship. Reflect on wounds and introspection. So it seems to be like, if you're going to get anywhere, you need some time to yourselves. You need to reflect on the wounds. You need to heal those wounds to give a good shot. Now, I should have done this before this section, but this is a little message for all. It doesn't have to be people who are in a separation, but for those who are single, and for those of you who are trying to get their ex back. Here's a card from the Soul's Connection, where two hearts meet deck. What's the message for us? We got illusion. Avoid the trap of mistaking a fantasy for true soul connection. Alright, thanks for watching C's Tarot. I'll see you guys next time.